Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into a topic that's on a lot of our minds, diet and cancer risk. You see it everywhere, right? Headlines screaming about some new superfood that can stop cancer in its tracks. But honestly, how much of that is real science and how much is just, well, hype? Let's figure that out together.
So let's just get right to the heart of it. This is the big question, isn't it? Can the stuff you put in your grocery cart actually make a difference in your risk for one of the toughest diseases out there? Let's find out. Okay, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Right there from the experts at MD Anderson. It's so important we start here because there's no magic food, no single silver bullet that's going to make you cancer-proof. But, and this is a really important but, that does not mean your diet is powerless, not even close. So if one single food can't do the trick, what can? Well, all the science points to the same thing. It's not about a specific potion. It's about your overall eating pattern. It's the big picture of what you eat day after day that really matters.
Think of it like this. Focusing on just one superfood is like expecting a single violin to play an entire symphony. It just can't happen. But building a healthy dietary pattern? That's like being the conductor of a whole orchestra. You've got all these different foods, these different instruments working together in harmony. That's where the real power is.
So, who are the all-stars in this nutritional orchestra? They're called phytochemicals. These are literally thousands of natural compounds found in plants. They aren't your typical vitamins or minerals, but they are absolute powerhouses that act like little bodyguards for our cells, protecting them from the kind of damage that can lead to cancer.
And one of the main ways they work is by fighting inflammation. You know, when you eat a lot of processed junk, it can cause this constant low-grade fire inside your body. That state encourages cells to divide more often, which just ups the chances of a mutation. A diet rich in plants helps cool that fire right down. Plus, it helps you maintain a healthy weight, which is another huge piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so with all that in mind, let's build ourselves a shopping list. Now remember, these are not magic foods. They're just some really powerful, research-backed players to include in your overall healthy team. Let's do this. First up, we've got the cruciferous crew. We're talking broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, you know them. These guys are absolute nutritional workhorses, and there's a very specific reason they made the top of this list. The key compound here is a mouthful. It's called sulforaphane, and what it does is pretty amazing. Studies have shown this powerful phytochemical can actually help slow down the multiplication of cancer cells. So yeah, adding a side of roasted broccoli to your dinner, that's a fantastic science-backed move.
Next, let's add a splash of color to our cart with berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Not only are they delicious, but those incredible vibrant colors are actually a huge clue to just how good they are for you.
See, those deep, rich colors come from antioxidants. And you can think of antioxidants as your body's personal security detail. They go around neutralizing these rogue molecules called free radicals that can damage your cell's DNA. And berries are absolutely packed with them. All right, moving on to a staple in pretty much every kitchen, the tomato. Whether it's in a sauce, on a salad, or just eaten like an apple, this fruit packs a serious punch. The hero here is lycopene. That's the phytochemical that gives tomatoes their bright red color. And research suggests lycopene has this amazing ability to basically step in and tell cancer cells, nope, you're not allowed to copy yourselves here, inhibiting them from replicating. Pretty cool, right?
Number 4 on our list is something super versatile and unique. Mushrooms. We're talking shiitake, cremini, you name it. They offer so much more than just a great earthy flavor.
That's because mushrooms have these specific anti-cancer compounds, like lentinon and hisbolin. And the research here is really exciting. It suggests these compounds may be especially helpful in the fight against several types of cancer, including breast, colon, and prostate.
What's next on our list? Well, it's a flavor bomb in the kitchen and an absolute powerhouse for your health. I'm talking about garlic.
Garlic has this awesome two-pronged attack. First, it helps block cancer cells from multiplying, but it also revs up your body's own enzymes that can neutralize carcinogens, those are the bad guys, before they even have a chance to do damage. Okay, next up, let's talk about your gut. We're looking at fermented foods, things like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and kombucha. Because you know what they say, a happy gut is a happy life.
The connection here is what's called the gut microbiome. By loading up on these probiotic-rich foods, you're improving the health of the trillions of good bacteria living in your gut. And a healthier gut can actually help reduce the level of carcinogens circulating in your body.
And finally, for our list of things to add to your cart, let's talk about a soothing and really potent beverage, green tea. And if you really want to kick it up a notch, consider trying matcha.
See, matcha is like a super concentrated version of green tea. Because you're actually consuming the entire ground-up leaf, you get a massive dose of these things called catechins. They're powerful antioxidants that fight the exact kind of cellular damage and stress that's linked to cancer.
All right, so a healthy diet isn't just about what you add in, right? It's also about what you limit or leave out. So let's take a quick look at a few things that research has strongly linked to an increased cancer risk.
The evidence on these is really clear, folks. Processed meats like hot dogs and deli meats are known carcinogens. Alcohol is linked to at least 7 different types of cancer. And sugary drinks, they're a major contributor to weight gain, which we already know is a huge risk factor on its own.
So what is the big takeaway here? If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this simple, powerful rule from MD Anderson: aim to fill at least 2/3 of your plate with plant foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains. It's such a simple visual guide for building that protective dietary pattern we've been talking about.
Look, this isn't about creating the perfect diet tomorrow. It's about making a better choice today. So after everything we've covered, what's one simple, colorful, plant-based thing you can add to your next meal? Your health is in your hands and on your plate. Thanks so much for joining me.